All right. Looks like James Harden in that video last night. Welcome into another edition of the NBA Tip-Off Show. It is powered by WagerTalk.com. Another esteemed panel. Only the best for you guys. We dug these guys up. We went deep here, man. We went and we rescued Ski out of his car. Tony Finn, we dug up because he was already celebrating a birthday. He was already half in the ground anyway. And the Doc, he's on probation, so his ankle bracelet won't let him more than 100 yards past his house. So, guys, you got him here. They're all yours. Dr. Chuck RX, Sportsmemo, and, of course, Ski and Tony Finn at WagerTalk.com, guys. And I'll tell you, it's a loaded card tonight in the NBA. I mean, it's it's a card. It's one game. It's a pretty good game. I mean, I'll give you that. There's not a whole hell of a lot else going on other than the bludgeoning that happened last night in the NBA. If you were backing teams like, I don't know, the Lakers, for instance, and Ski, it was – I liked your take earlier, man, about that nightmare of a game where I think it was evident, and I'm with you, rather early, because everyone got all excited that, Anthony Davis is back, he's active, yay! Just enough for that line to get pushed up there, a couple of more points for the Lakers, and then all of a sudden, within 5 minutes, you're like, yeah, they don't want to play here. There's absolutely no desire to play in this game.
Right. It's getting old, really. But you can see in the first 2-3 minutes, either LeBron comes to play that night or he takes the night off. He talks a lot of shit about Kawhi for taking nights off, but LeBron's taking the nights off in the game. I'd rather have Kawhi.
Yeah. He's the worst kind of guy because he's on the court taking nights off. Like, I'd rather you just sit your ass in the studio, all right, and produce some records. Like, don't be screwing everybody else up over there. No. So, Tony Finn, what were your observations last night? I know you, we all loved Utah. At least we got that one right, didn't we?
We did. We did get, 1 out of 5. That's pretty good. That's not even good in baseball.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. I'm not going to lie. It was a terrible night there last night, guys. But hopefully you did good on your picks. And then, of course, there's Dr. Chuck, who had, I understand you had 13 first-half covers last night there, Dr. Chuck. Is that what you did over there? How'd you do? Yeah. Did you have Charlotte? Did you have your blowhard Charlotte Hornets there at home getting smoked by Orlando? No?
Absolutely not. No, I told you this. I will get some more shit about another bad team being my team. I even was joking with Ski over the weekend that I had already come around on the Suns. So the Hornets are out.
All right,
the value's gone. No, but I was on the Jazz too. Yeah, so I guess.
Well, the Jazz were the easiest play. Even if you laid the $3, congratulations, it was still easy money. But I will say this. Last night was interesting from the standpoint of did you watch GS get the cover there, Ski? Did you watch GS get the cover? Because at least I'm just going to say, like Ski said, a lot of things. It was, I ain't back in Portland. Like, I can't lay even at home, I can't. Now, congratulations, Lillard. But my word, congratulations to Golden State. Quietly would not go away in that game.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you expect. You only have Lillard. He scored 61. Still not enough.
Yeah.
Or actually, they got the win, but not the cover. As far as us, all we care about is that number. So
that's it.
Whenever I see Portland out there laying, I'm looking the other way.
Yeah, and they got it. And this is how bad it has been for Portland, guys. They got 19 wins on the season. They are 1 game out of really the 8th spot. And this is the second time he has scored 60. He lost the first time against Brooklyn November 8th. He wins this one, but barely in overtime. That's how bad it is, Tony, for Portland this year. When you got a dude dropping 121 points and he's 1-1 in those games.
Yeah. The one thing you can't do in the NBA, at least in my orbit, my world, you cannot do, and that is you can't you can't completely discount a team from this point to June. You can discount them today. You can discount them tomorrow. You can discount them maybe until they get healthy or until they get injured. You can fade them when they deserve to be faded. But guess what? Portland's going to win some games between now and the end of the season. They're going to cover some numbers. And, the short memory is great attribute to have in this business. And I have a short memory. I hate a team for about till the final buzzer goes off if they're not playing well for me, and then the next day I forget about it. Although it's going to be
short
tough.
memory has more to do with your medical condition than anything else, really. It's the Thorazine level. You kind of go over the top, and next thing you know, you're medicated. I get it. I mean, I understand it.
Everyone should get a lobotomy.
I understand it. Believe me, I understand it there, Tony Finn. All right, before we dive into this game here tonight, guys, go around. I just want to ask you guys a couple of names that keep getting thrown around. Trade deadline, never more important this year, I think, for a couple of contenders since – listen, I'm not convinced it's just L.A. or L.A. I mean, there are still, certainly in the East, Oladipo is on his way back, guys, to Indiana. Indiana is, at the very least, Indiana is going to be a giant pain in the ass in a 7-game series, and they're going to beat up whoever the hell along the way that they've got to take. They're going to take a little something out of somebody. So the East, we know the West. Somebody tell me, and Ski, I'll start with you. Where does Derrick Rose land?
Man, I hear that the Lakers won him, but
big time. Yep.
I'm not a big fan, so I hope anywhere other than the Lakers.
Rose is having a great year.
I just don't think that he's a great fit. Just because Rose has to have the ball majority of the time, and we already have LeBron, Anthony Davis. I mean, how much more ball is there to go around? Kuzma.
Yeah. Well, who is the good fit for the? Who are they going out and getting the Lakers? Your boys.
I would take one of the Morris twins. Mm-hmm. Either one. I would hope we could find some way to get Iggy. Mm-hmm. I would take the point guard from Orlando, DJ Augustin. I would take him.
Sure. Hell yeah.
Few people we can get.
They need a point. Let's face it. We know that. I mean, and we know there's another team here, and he's already salivating. Mr. Embiid behind in the upper corner there, Mr. Philadelphia 76er. You need shooting. You need a guard. You need somebody at the top, man, that can kind of stretch the floor a little bit. Simmons ain't going to cut it. So what about Derrick Rose? You like Derrick Rose in Philly?
I definitely think he's a better fit in Philly. That maybe isn't exactly what I would hope for, but I'd like it better for the Sixers than I would for the Lakers. I'm not really sure if you want Rose out there in LA. I think it would be better when he spells Simmons if he's coming in like he was at the start of the season for the Pistons. I would probably. I don't hate that fit, but that's not adding shooting. I definitely like a Bertans or Marcus Morris. The Sixers
D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, well, D'Angelo is going to be out there, guys. You know that, and I know that. I mean, it's.
I think the T-Wolves can have him.
Yeah. Finn, what do you see, man? Obviously, Lakers, Philly are going to be in a market. I can tell you right now, Pat Riley is cooking a witch's brew up here. He's pulling something out of his ass, and Drew Holiday keeps coming up, man. That name keeps popping up over here. He is definitely going to make a move as well. So, who do you like where there, Tony, if you had to pick?
Well, I'll be completely frank, or I'll be completely Tony, and I've looked, I've guessed, I've suggested, I've even asked, and for the most part, the guys that I trust and the ones that I believe have the intel, have kind of the pulse on that, on the trade deadline deals. Really, a lot of them are just. They just don't have a clue. They really don't, and they believe there's going to be a couple teams that aren't going to get that are going to reach too far, and probably hurt themselves more than they help themselves. We'll just leave it at that for now. We'll know more at this time next week, though. What is it? Yeah, next Tuesday. I have some information coming in supposedly, but guess what? Is there a team, guys? Is there a team that can improve themselves outside of the Staples Center? And a couple of the teams in the East that will eventually grab the title trophy. Is there a team really that can go out and get somebody and help themselves to a conference championship? Not in the West, is there?
So I think, so maybe not in the West, but in the East. I think if the Sixers, and I'm being, you'll have to tell me if I am being a homer here, and I think the cost is too much at the start, and the cost is definitely too much at the end. But if the Sixers want to slam home and maybe even make the Bucks, shake in their shoes, you put up whatever amount of picks you need for Beal, and you go end the East.
Yeah.
I just think that's a bad. I think that's a that's an instant gratification that
that's
that
a
has,
killer long term. That's an
Yes, I
absolute
agree.
killer
I
long term.
agree.
Yep.
The contract is terrible, but it's not as bad as Balls, I guess.
Contract is awful. But I tell you an interesting piece too. And listen, Boston's got to get size, guys. I don't know where they're gonna shit it out from. But their kryptonite is length and athleticism, and I don't see how they're ever going to get past the Sixers. I mean, I don't see how they're going to be. I don't see them getting past Milwaukee. Too much length, too much shooting. So the other name is, where does Drummond land? Because he's on the move too. Like, I mean, would you want Drummond, Ski? Like, where does he
Hell
go?
no.
No, right? So,
Well, no, Drummond's a good fit for a lot of teams that don't. He doesn't have to have the ball.
Right.
He does not have to have the ball. That's a good
wants too
fit
much
for a
money.
lot of teams. Well, that's it. There's teams out there that have lots of money.
Yep. Yeah, well, and they got no
You can
problem
pay him,
pissing
and you
it
won't
away.
win.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen, man. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll throw in Justice Winslow, Dion Waiters, and you give me Drummond. We're good to go. We'll just we'll bring the trophy back here to Miami. How's that? All right, guys. Exciting game here tonight. One game on the card. Want to remind you guys, plays are up over at not only sportsmemo.com with the doc here, but WagerTalk.com. Tony Finn has got a very rare, I'm talking a very rare 5% play up in college hoops here tonight. He's got a free play that goes along with it. He'll share that with you coming up here. Loaded college card here. Invite you guys, of course, to check out the video cast there with Ralph Michaels and myself coming up at about 4:30. He'll cover all of the college games, but of course you got a 5% on the board with Tony. I know, of course, Doc is also going to be dabbling into the college side here tonight with that card. But this game is real interesting tonight. Litmus test kind of game here tonight, because welcome back Porzingis back on the court here tonight. Luka Doncic, Porzingis going up against a Clipper team that is minus, one of the dynamic duo there in Paul George. So, we look at this number here, guys. It's opened up at 1.5 for the Mavs, and now it's been pushed up to 2. There's still some 1.5s. The total keeps going up, 230.5. I'm seeing 232.5 here. So, Ski, I'll start with you, man. No Paul George. How do you factor that into how you're looking at this game? And welcome back, Porzingis at this point.
Yeah, well, I'll look at Porzingis. I want to say that we thought that he was going to play a few nights ago, and they pulled the okie doke, so we don't even know for sure he's going to play. I still see him listed as questionable. We'll have to wait. If he comes back, I think it may throw off their offense just a little bit. If he doesn't, I think the Clippers can shut down Dallas just focusing on Luka. And looking at the Clippers without Paul George, the under is 11-6, so they score less points clearly. And I have a spot for the Clippers that I like, a little system or whatever, however you want to call it. Sure. Tony's favorite, SDQL. Clippers, when they won their last game, they have 1 day's rest or more. They're an away dog. They're facing an opponent, a good opponent, win percentage greater than 55%, and that line is less than 10.
Okay.
Under is 10-0 last since the beginning of the 2018 season.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm leaning the under in this game. Tony, let me ask you: favorites in the series, 4-0 against the number between these two teams. The number keeps going up, but I'm kind of with Sky. I don't necessarily buy it. What do you think?
I don't buy it, and the Clippers have become. I don't know how to word this. We don't have to be politically correct
frauds?
here.
No, fraud? No. Okay.
Fraud's a little. I think that's a little hard. But here's the problem I have with the Clippers, and they're not. Listen, they're not being forthright with the issues, the injuries. Is Leonard got what is it? Now I'm hearing some patella. I'm hearing all kinds of stuff from guys I really trust, and. This was supposed to be the super team. Am I correct? This is going to be Leonard. This is going to be George. This is going to be a team that's so deep that it doesn't matter what rotation's out there, they can defend. But as far as being in sync, cohesive, all those words have floated across my desk from people I trust in the NBA, and they have some work to do. Do you not agree? I mean, think about who. They beat the Lakers twice this year. That's what the Clippers have done. They've really struggled against a number in a lot of situations where I thought they should have cruised. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's no doubt the market is adjusted. It's overvalued, the Clippers now, every chance they get. The Lakers are overvalued. There's no more value in any of the Staples Center teams. But the good part here is, Doc, at least the Clippers aren't battling for home court. They don't need the number 1 seed. It doesn't really make a damn bit of difference. It's still going through the Staples Center, whether it's with them. So I think they know that. I think Doc Rivers and company realize that. So the fact that they're, 3.5, 4.5, whatever it is, behind the Lakers, they're all right with that. They know what the score is. But to Tony's point, I don't necessarily buy a lot of what generally comes out of that camp there. So it's games like tonight, I think, that can push Dallas, the confidence level, over the roof. It's been 10 games since we've seen Porzingis. They went 6-4 thanks to Luka Doncic. Do you like him at home tonight to kind of make a statement?
Well, you guys have hit on a lot of the reasons. I definitely don't find myself backing the Clippers or in a Clippers game very often at all, which is why I made this card pretty interesting. It's tricky too. Both of them mentioned the under, and it screams under to me too, and it's going up, and it even looks like it's reverse line movement going up, but I definitely don't agree with it. And then you look and you see that the two times this month already, they've had Kawhi no PG with totals over 230, and they just went crazy, 260 and 255. So, I mean, and both of those times it was, they gave up 140 and 130 points. So, I don't know. The Mavs seem to have that kind of thing going on as well. I wouldn't be, I would like to know if Porzingis is playing, just for whether or not the Mavs offense, the way it has been rolling, kind of what Ski was mentioning, is he going to come back, demand these minutes, command the ball a little bit, and interrupt what they had kind of going a little bit, especially coming into this game. Is this the spot? I guess the okie doke was interesting too, with him not actually playing. I don't think this is the spot to bring him back. You got the Clippers at home, and I think you've already been, I could be wrong here, but I think the way that you have, I say bring him back the next game after this one, which is, a standalone and big focus. Interesting there. What were you going to say there, Tom?
I was going to say, I think it's irrelevant. In fact, I think that the Porzingis' first couple games back, he's not going to be who he was before he got injured. He's a guy. If you saw him at the first of the season, it took him. He's a guy that has to have some. He's got to be on the court every night for a week, 2 weeks, and then he finds his mojo. Call it what you want, but look at his numbers at the first season when he was suffering from some bumps and bruises. If I'm going to back Dallas tonight, I'm happier no Porzingis because I'm probably first off going to get more points. I'm going to get a little better number, and I'm not the public team in this game.
Yeah, it's interesting there, Ski. I mean, it's going back and forth. It's almost, I kind of get the feeling where the number is. We are going to have people watching this show, and people, like Tony said, the public going to run to the window, and and they're just going to play regionally who their favorite team is. It's going to be like, no, the Clippers, no way you're going to be able to beat the Clippers. No, there's no way you're going to be able to beat Dallas. Doncic's going to beat them. This game, to me, maybe the value lies in the total more than the side. What are you thinking?
I definitely agree. I mean, I'm on the under, but as far as the side, I mean, you also remember Clippers destroyed Dallas last time. Yep. So everybody's going to remember that. They're going to say, oh, maybe Dallas can't hang. And also Dallas remembers that. And I agree with Tony that I would like Dallas more if Porzingis doesn't play. Yep. I mean, look at Anthony Davis coming back last night. Look how he looked. So I would prefer them to play without him. And just the Clippers, I don't really like them in this spot. They're 2-4 as a road dog. They're not playing good. 2-5 against the spread their last 7. And that SDQL stat I brought up, I mean, when I was looking at against the spread, I think they were like 2-11 against the spread at the same time. So I'm not looking to play on the Clippers. It would be trying to find a way to back Dallas or play the under.
Yeah. It's what are they now? I think they're over the last 4, if I'm not mistaken, 3-1 against the number now. They've won 4 in a row. They've been great against the number this season, but a lot of the damage has been on the road. They're 13-10 against the number at home, but you got no George. That kind of evens things out. Let me ask you this, Tony. If Paul George was going in this game tonight, what is the spread in this game?
It's worth that's 2 points. He's worth 2 points.
So
and
we're looking at what, 4? We're probably looking at the Clippers coming into Dallas as a 4-point favorite.
Yes. Yeah, and if he's in the game, they may even fade that. They may even shade that a little more because that's the Clippers. They're the public team tonight.
So if I was to, I don't know, let's say throw a prop bet down here, guys. And Doc, let me ask you, if I was to prop bet my ass in this game, am I not backing Lou Williams to score big time in this game? Is he not going to be the leading scorer when it's all said and done?
Did you read my mind? I'm
just saying. I mean, he's going to be the guy tonight, is he not?
Absolutely. Yeah, take the over. No, I love Lou Williams prop bet. You're going to get value because, he's still just Lou Williams to the public out there. And unfortunately, he doesn't, we talk about, wow, Lou Williams might be out or Lou Williams is questionable. I mean, this is a guy that doesn't even start. I mean, how many, Tony mentions the weekend warriors. How many weekend warriors are worried about Lou Williams when Kristaps Porzingis and Paul George are on the injured list? I mean, yeah, take the over with Lou. If I would feel pretty comfortable. I think he's going to play. He'll play extra minutes, and I think that the Clippers know also that they have a pretty solid advantage. And I bash the Mavs bench a little too much, possibly, but the Clippers have a really solid advantage in that second grouping coming out, especially if they are short Porzingis, and that's not going to be the starter.
Interesting prop that I'm seeing here, guys. You ready? Lou Williams, 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists, 30.5 altogether.
Oh.
You think you're going over?
Well,
that's points, rebounds, and assists for Lou.
Here's the deal on that. You want to see a team that Dallas is a strange team. And I'll see if you guys all agree, but strange in the way that they're very predictable. This team will play at pace for the first half. You get this team in the fourth quarter. If it's close, they actually play some defense. They actually defend. And their pace in the fourth quarter, when they're in a game, is dramatically different. Yeah. Dramatically different. So the unders, really, here's the situation. If they're way ahead, they don't concern about playing defense. So if Dallas is ahead in this game, I think it'll go over. If the Clippers are ahead like they're supposed to be, and it plays to form, plays out the way everyone here I think agrees that it should, as long as the pieces are in the right places, then this comes under. Lou Williams, that's a big number. I don't know. I mean, Lou Williams going to have shots if he shoots 50% from the floor, maybe a little bit better than that. He gets you the cash on the over. I agree.
And I think it's going to be how much effort are we going to get from Kawhi in this game, early versus late. Ski. Listen, you and I have backed this team a lot in the first half. They have dominated in the first half. We've cashed a lot of tickets. Clippers first half, man. It's a small enough number. Is there any reason why we should get away from Clippers first half in this one?
Yeah, I probably would look that way if I was going to bet it. But also, Dallas has been pretty good on the first half. I want to say Dallas is better on the road, though, in that first half. So
exactly.
They are.
Yep.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I like the Clippers, I probably would like them early. They do play again tomorrow. I don't think we mentioned that.
Right.
So, they do have to save some of that energy for tomorrow.
Yeah, kind of a back-to-back situation. They'll be in the Sun Belt making the turns, while the Lakers tomorrow will be taking on the Knicks, then the Brooklyn Nets, and then, of course, back to Philadelphia, which I'm sure you're looking forward to there, Doc, that game, as the Lakers and Sixers getting ready to do battle here this weekend. It is a big weekend. It's a big night also, guys, in college. There are some college games on the court and on the card here tonight. A little Big Ten action. I know there's a monster. I'm looking forward to the SEC matchup, Florida versus LSU. I think that's going to be a fun game to watch. But you had mentioned, Tony, you got a 5%er in college here tonight. Talk to us about that. Talk to us about the free play you got going on as well in hoops tonight.
Well, the 5%ers from the Big 12. I think it's it's a rare play for me, only because and just to make it really simple, is I rarely, and I mean rarely, for every time I back a public team, especially at home, Lane Wood, I will back a non-public 5 times, and most of the time there's a group of 10. I call them the group of 10 that are the 10 top public teams in my world, in my universe, that everything has to be about perfect for me to back them, and I think the situation tonight is that. So I'm on a public team. As far as the free play goes, this Wichita State team, who started pretty hot. Let's call it hot. Started well enough, executed well enough that they got back in the top 25, and there's claims that State's back. They're going to win the AAC. Yada yada yada. However, this team's offensively challenged, and they play another team tonight in your area, Mr. Joe, South Florida.
Yep.
That as well. It could put you to sleep if you don't have your medications and a cup of coffee, then you're going to fall asleep watching these teams. Listen, Wichita State ranks. They're a defensive-minded team. Most of their points come off turnovers, and you look at their numbers. And South Florida's defense, they did enough to win last time out against UCF, right? The Knights, they held the Knights to 55 points. The problem was they scored 54.
Yeah, and I got news for you. I don't think people are giving Houston enough credit as to what kind of team this is right now. Now, Wichita State dropped back-to-back, Temple, then Houston. But, guys, Houston is a much better team than the public and the markets are giving credit to. So,
Ralph
Sampson.
Right. Ralph Sampson, and they have, Houston, he got the kid from KU that was basically led the Europe, that took the youth to Europe and made Bill Self a Final Four team last year.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think Wichita State area over South Florida. I like them in the first half as well. They got a big kid. Michael Darr. He's a big 7-footer, but he can't score. Yeah. He protects the rim, but can't score. So to me, you'll get plenty of scoring with Wichita State. Plus, you got a 5% play up at the board right now, guys.
And you're going to see, a number in this South Florida and Wichita State game. It's showing that it's trending up. That the number that it's getting play to the north. It's not. It's just be careful because it's deceiving. You're talking about Wichita State pushes about 104 to 100 possessions, and you're talking about in conference play, in AAC play, and AAC they're 92.3 at 100 possessions. That's night and day, guys.
Yep, absolutely. I agree with you. Like that play. How about it, Doc? What do you got rolling college hoops here tonight?
Well, real fast, just to get back to the Lou Williams. I knew you were looking at it. What's he got for points? So do they put up points, or you can't find that prop?
5. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'll give you that number. Lou Williams points alone is 20.5.
20.5. So this isn't quite it, but it's interesting too as far as the side goes, because when Lou Williams scores 22 or more this season, they're 4-11 against the spread.
Interesting. I tell you, the prop that I do love, I like Luka Doncic over 9.5 assists here tonight. He's going to be double-digit assists here tonight, especially with Porzingis going. I'd expect him to have a big-time effort there in the assist category, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on as well.
Tony and I have a nice little head-to-head here in college releases tonight.
Yeah. What do you got? What do we got? A side bet here, Ski. We got some side action going on here. Love it. Go ahead. Talk to us.
I want my Sawbook back.
I know, yeah. Well, so the free play I have is on the first half under in the Duke-Miami game. Duke's off that Louisville game, off of the Clemson game.
What's the number in that?
They only had 70.5.
Okay.
70 to 75.
I couldn't argue with you on that.
Yeah, 70. Well, I mean, so this is the free one. This is not our MAC.
No,
right.
But so 70 to 75 first half totals are 27-6 to the under last 33, and Duke already beat this team by 33 down there in South Beach, and it wasn't close, and it went way over this total, and it didn't have these mitigating factors like losing Cameron to Louisville, losing to Clemson. I don't see the motivation for Duke tonight. They're walking onto the court at home again, knowing they won.
Yep.
And Miami has gotten so much worse in ACC play.
Lay the 18.
Yeah, there you go. The offensive efficiency has gone from like 110 to 100 to 95.
Okay.
And
all right. I can only handle so much Larinaga bashing here before, as the one guy in Miami, I have to step up. If you think Duke is somehow going to run roughshod over this Miami team that, by the way, took Florida State, should have won that damn game, by the way, at home, and they should have won that game. Duke is not the Duke of old. You know, this is, again, the problem in college hoops this year is we keep associating these blue blood teams with these all-time greats. Duke is a gas can right now. I don't know, coming back with back-to-back losses, will they win? Sure, they'll win at home, but you think I trust them to go, 18.5 points? What are you, out of your mind? You know, they do have some athletes here in Miami, by the way.
Miami's a great matchup.
Yeah, no way.
They're a great matchup for Duke. They're slow. They're slow. Yes. They want to play physical. Yes. Duke goes around them. Yes. Duke cleans up. There's I feel a side betting coming on me and Joe.
I'm just saying. What are you going? Were you laying the 18?
Since I don't have to. I don't have to officially post it. I'll take the chalk. I'll take the public chalk.
Go ahead, chalky chalk. All right, I'm taking. Give me the damn points. I'll take a ski. You got this. Give me the damn 18.5, brother man.
I'll give you 20.
You're going to give me 20. All right, he's putting it down. He give me 20, man. That's it. It's 20, Ski, all right? Hold on to that number. Giving me damn 20. I'm taking it right now. Perfect. Ski, what do you got to roll? What do you – and by the way, Ski, give me an idea, number, over, under, points for Zion Williams tomorrow.
Damn.
How many minutes are you going to play?
Right. I think he probably just scores like 16 points.
Ooh, you're going mid-teens there, huh? I don't –
That's solid.
I don't think he's going to play too much.
I don't think so either, right? I mean, why the hell would you put him out there for more than, 10 minutes, Tom? What are you putting him out there for the game?
Doesn't he have to keep getting the ball, though? I mean...
And you know what?
If I didn't have to please the ticket holders, I wouldn't have played Zion this year.
And that's the other problem, Ski. They're actually playing pretty good basketball right now. Are they not, New Orleans?
They are. And I like a lot of points in that game. And I think they'll be fast tempo. And I think all his points will be very easy. So he won't play that much, but he'll be able to get his 16 points.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting. And by the way, every camera in the world, there won't be anybody else covering any other NBA. How big of the hype is that going to be tomorrow, by the way, that game?
He was supposed to be Rookie of the Year, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't seen him half the damn year, so everybody's excited. We didn't even think he was going to play at some point, so definitely excited for it. I like John Morant, though. John Morant,
nobody talks about it. Kid's Rookie of the Year, nobody even talks about him because he's stuck in Memphis. But, maybe a playoff team, an 8 seed. Could it be, guys, Memphis?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, I think so. He's dying. He's a lot of fun to watch play basketball. Yeah. He's just a lot of fun to watch play. He's fearless and pretty skilled.
Yeah.
That's the easiest saying it.
RJ Barrett. Ski, give us your daily dose of, before we get out of here, give us your daily dose of what are the hell no teams moving forward, man. Give me an idea of what we're going with here.
Number 1, Houston Rockets after the collapse.
We haven't even talked about James Harden yet. No, I can't believe it.
No Harden. Until he makes actually more than 30% of his shots, we're not talking about him. Go ahead, Ski. Hell no on Houston, right? None?
Nah, negative. Phoenix, we're still fading them. I don't think, their last game, I don't think they won or covered.
They're going to get smoked last night by Denver, did they not?
Yeah. No, not Denver.
No, who was it?
No, they lost the night before last, wasn't it?
Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs. That's right.
Yeah, Spurs beat them.
Yeah. Night before.
Off a back-to-back. Yep.
Right.
Fade Portland.
Ooh.
And I think that's all I can think of right now.
Oh, so Portland, Houston, and Phoenix still on the hell no list, correct?
That's it.
Tony, are you adding anybody to that list?
Oh, Detroit.
Well, I don't have
too.
As I mentioned, I don't really have a no list or a team that I just want.
No, I was just telling you hell no. Stop talking.
Yeah,
we're
good. I'm talking anyway. And that is, if anybody watched it, anyone watch
right
a tired Denver team play defense better than Minnesota. Let me tell you right now, it is ugly in Minnesota right now.
Not good.
Ugly, guys. Yep. Bad. It's bad, and everyone's on the way out. There's nobody safe in Minnesota right now.
Yeah, Cat's gone, man. And I don't blame. He just doesn't want to be there. It's a piss poor effort. Dr. Chuck, talk to us here on the way out. What's going on? What do you got?
I'm not so sure I have any hell no teams going into tomorrow, but I can tell you for damn sure we're going to be talking about the Grizzlies tomorrow. I think they're getting 7.5.
Yes.
And the Celtics are off that Lakers drubbing. That's a watch out right there. I will be on the Grizzlies for sure, maybe a little money line.
Yep, absolutely. Tomorrow we'll have a big show. So once again, just to recap, I believe Ski and I are going on the under tonight. Ski, is that what we're doing in this NBA Clippers versus the Mavs?
That's right. We're riding on that under.
We're going on the under. Finn, where are you riding in this game tonight?
I have no opinion on like I told you, I laid out the scenario. I just don't trust. I do not trust the Clippers right now. I don't trust them.
All right, Finn going bareback. Talk to me here, Dr. Chuck. Where are you going?
So I'm watching the total as well, but rooting for you guys. But yeah, it's Mavs or pass for me, and I kind of I want some more Clippers money to get down there and just get a nice little money line play. But yeah, I think the Mavs pull this off. I would like to see Porzingis not play. But I think the Mavs win the game.
All right, and I'm going to go, here's what we're going to do here. You ready? We're going to do a little shits and giggles parlay tonight. Give me the under San Diego State, Wyoming. They will remain the only undefeated team in college, and Wyoming will be lucky to score 35 points. And give me the Clippers in the first half there, Ski. I'm riding it, man. If it ain't broke, don't damn fix it. I think the Clippers are going to come out and punch them right in the face, and then they'll have enough time for Doncic and company to regroup and do their thing in the second half. Does that make sense? Either way, they ain't getting over 232.5 points.
I hear you on that. You've been riding that Clippers first half. Go ahead and do it.
Do it, man. It ain't broke, don't fix it. Shits and giggles. Tony, you on me with San Diego State? They remain undefeated?
Yeah, as long as they – how many points is Wyoming going to score?
They ain't going to score 40. They're not going to.
Okay, well, then we have to make sure San Diego State scores 41.
Yeah,
I like the under in that game also, by the way.
Yes, I do, yeah.
It's only 60 points total.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Wyoming's terrible. You can actually, Dr. Chuck can beat him in one-on-one. So, all right, guys, you are all set. Don't forget, Tony's got his 5% play right now, WagerTalk.com.
Go.
Ski, his plays are up, WagerTalk.com. And Dr. Chuck, of course, SportsMemo.com. Plays are up, guys. Good luck no matter what it is you decide to play. We'll come back and do this again tomorrow, recap it, and get you guys ready for a full slate of the NBA. So, Tony, Doc, Ski, good luck on the plays, guys. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Peace, people. Peace.
Bye, guys.